This is a quick tip on vacuum packing when you're vacuum packing flour. If you're doing flour in a plastic bag, put it in a paper bag first. If you're doing a flour in a jar, as you can see here, this is the flour that we created from the squash that we dehydrated yesterday. Now we want to package it up and save it and keep it fresh for as long as we can. Vacuum packing absolutely extends your shelf life of the product you're using 3 to 5 times longer. There's absolutely no doubt about that if you can actually get a little vacuum packer to do something. Here is what I'm going to do. I have a paper towel. I'm going to fold it in half and fold this in half again, like so. And this is a clean paper towel. Now I'm going to take this paper towel. Now I have already wiped the rim of this. I've already wiped it down and through here so there's no powder. You can see I don't have it super full. I'm down about half an inch or so from the rim to make sure that I can get this towel down in there. And put the towel in, and then I'm going to stuff this down around the edges here. You want to make sure that it's stuffed down in the edges. You don't want the towel to come up over the rim, but you want to make sure that you keep this powder from coming up over the rim too. So we're going to push that down a little more. Push this one down. We don't want that towel up. Push it in there. So now you can see it's nice and tight in there. I cannot see any of the product. So then I know that the product is going to stay under that towel as we vacuum pack. As the air comes up out of the jar, it doesn't push the powder up over and up into the rim. What happens is when otherwise is the powder or the flour comes up and it lands on this rim, and then you can't get a good connection with your lid, and then it leaks and your lids come off. So anything powdery, be sure you put something down. Now coffee filters work really well as well. I just happen to have a paper towel, clean new paper towel, so that's what I am going to put in. When you take it out, you use your product, you need to put it back in again. Every time you unseal or reseal a jar, you need to put that towel on there. Now I'm using an old ball lid. I never use new canning lids for vacuum packing. A lid you can use a lid hundreds of times, so long as when you release the vacuum, you don't bend the lid. Don't take a can opener and bend the lid open. Just gently pry it up along the edge of the glass, and I run it along the edge to where the glass starts to get narrower and narrower. As you can see here, it gets to where it's real narrow right in through here. That's where you take a little butter knife or something in the back of it, just gently pry up the lid, and you'll allow the oxygen back in the jar, and the lid will come off without bending it. So then you reuse your lid. This lid was actually canned in, and 9 of 19 was canned in. You can see it has dents in that rubber. Now, I will say these old ball lids that have the blue writing on them, they had a better rubber on them than what the new lids are. The new lids, they're kind of questionable in my mind. And these old lids actually vacuum pack and do things a lot more. You can use them over and over and over. So this may not work as well with the newer lids after they've been canned in, but give it a try. Now it's ready. I put the lid on. It's nice and even. Put your canning lid over the top, and then use your hose. I have this hose that goes on the top of this lid, and then goes into my vacuum sealer from there. You can, whatever your situation is. If you have a Food Saver, you have a Weston, you have, of course, my opinion, the Vacuum Pack is the very best brand there is. But you use what you use and do what you do. But in vacuum packing this jar now, you're going to see that the powder doesn't come up, and you'll get a really good seal on your jar and on your lid, and they'll last for years holding like that. So I hope that was a good tip for somebody, and good luck and good canning and everything else for the season. Have a great day, people. Thanks. Bye.